We have crashed at the bottom of this cliffhanger. Hello everybody, this is Miles Luigi.
And this is the Evil Pop-Tart.
So last time I kind of left off before they even got to the boss of the last level. Let's actually get to the boss of the last level, shall we?
Let's.
Okay. So just before the final boss, actually, there's a couple of things to grab. Nothing out of the way, just a couple things to grab.
Perfect. Just the way I like it. Okay, so what's going on here? We got all the babies, and we got Bowser again. Commanding, what is he saying? Being...
Skeedle. You better skedaddle. I think that's the word, skedaddle.
My real treasure! This is my castle! You're after my castle! Oh my god!
So, Phase 1. Baby Bowser. Who is actually really simple if you can manage to get him in between his invincibility frames. As you will see here, I'm not even going to give him a chance to attack back.
Okay, so, like, he's our friend now, and he's like, oh my god, you're after my castle, I'm gonna now attack you.
Basically. Yeah, I kind of killed him super duper fast. I kind of felt so bad that I decided to go for another recording. Hold it! Let's actually see this boss battle like it's normally supposed to go, instead of me kicking his ass. Admittedly, I got an egg throw in there right away, because you just have to do that. You just have to do it because it's wonderful to do that.
Okay,
You're just standing there nice and vulnerable. Alright, I suppose I might as well talk about the metrics of this battle. His pattern's really simple. He shoots fireballs at you, he jumps, shoots fireballs at you again, and jumps, and then ground pounds. He never deviates from that, attack pattern.
Being rather annoying and jumping around. God damn it, you just keep missing. You're horrible. Just jumped in his fireballs there and almost got hit.
Fireballs do block the eggs, though, I will say that. Okay, back on over to our regularly scheduled Yoshi's Island DS. So instead of just walking in the room, Big Bowser decides to fall into the room. And he is angry.
Uh-oh.
Phase 2. With Big Bowser.
Throw eggs at him. Make him eat. Eat egg, bitch.
He is also really simple. And displays a really consistent attack pattern. And that he'll shoot fireballs and then jump. That's really it. The only caveat here is you kind of have to hit him in his either his head or belly. Although if you hit him in his shell, it doesn't affect him at all.
Well, obviously, because it's a turtle shell. He's got spikes on it, and the egg would just break on the turtle shell. And... that's obvious.
But nothing out of the ordinary yet. He is a Nintendo boss, so he's going to go down after 3 hits. Phase 2 over.
Wow, that was kind of quick.
So I suppose I didn't do a great job of hiding that we're not quite done yet, have I?
No, considering Kamek has always powered up some boss, so why not power up Bowser?
That's right.
Turning him into...
basically, he becomes really big.
Well, in all of them. Well, this explains how he gets really big. Oh wait, all the babies are here, and Wario was on fire.
Oh god, there's a whole lot to explain here. So yes, Bowser's size always changes. And I think we can blame Kamek for this one in this case. So second off, this is the final boss of the game. For some reason, they decided to have all Yoshis running all over the place. Right now I'm controlling the one with baby Donkey Kong. So anyway, what you have to do is you have to smash eggs at Bowser's face without getting hit.
You smashed his face if you just threw them at his face and they didn't even hit. I don't understand these mechanics.
Well, sadly, the way the throwing works here isn't exactly intuitive. For you to actually hit a shot, you basically have to be standing on the sides and throwing the eggs at an angle like this. If you just throw them straight up as I showed it there, you usually won't hit them, but if you throw them like this, you'll actually hit them.
Oh, okay.
here comes the one area of this final boss battle that could actually trip you up. The fireballs are nice and easy to dodge because you're able to see Bowser on the top screen. Okay, that's where he is. That's where he's able to shoot fireballs. If he calls down rocks like this, they seem to appear randomly, and I can't exactly... Maybe there's an algorithm behind it. I have no idea. I don't fight this final boss very often, but there's one pattern that they're going to be falling down in that I somehow managed to dodge, even though I really should not have. Oh, look, I missed another shot. If you'd like to know, this is my first recording.
Okay.
So maybe part of the sloppy gameplay is me going, okay, yes. Is this
I like how Wario just kind of stands there like, me, I'm getting crushed and I don't care. Good, he needs to be crushed. Useless character. Oh, yeah, he throws my rocks, the angrier he gets.
Exactly. There we go. There's the pattern that almost gets me right there. I got through it like a champ, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Like a boss.
But in the grand scheme of things, this before this final boss isn't really outstanding or impressive. It is a final boss. That's all I can say about it. Oh, he's dead.
It's more annoying than anything.
It's unmemorable. It's not bad by any means, is what I'm trying to say. It's just lacking. That's a good word for it, lacking.
I would agree.
So congratulations! We win!
Yay! We defeated Bowser at what would it be, like a month old or something? 2 months old?
I don't know. I have no idea how old Baby Mario is at this point, but they all just abandoned ship.
That's nice.
Even though,
That's nice.
yes.
And we're just running endlessly, and then the credits come up, right?
You were right, actually.
Oh, we gotta rescue all the other nonsense babies that basically are useless in the Mushroom Kingdom.
And Baby Luigi.
Oh yeah, and Baby Luigi, but...
He's important too.
No, I was not implying that Luigi was useless. Anyway, castle is exploding.
I have no idea why in the world the castle explodes. I'm just about to say, we beat a final boss, they ran away, and self-destruct.
Maybe they hit the self-destruct button.
Okay. But you did predict it correct. After you beat the final boss, it's time for a little bit of a story and a credit sequence. And
Yes.
everyone's going to go back to their homes, so... It is a happy ending! Although it is not the end of this Let's Play, though, I will say that.
What homes are they going to? They're from storks. The
That would
babies
be
do not come
explained
from storks.
That's not what I learned when I was 4 years old.
That's not what I learned either, but I found out the truth. Babies do not come from storks.
Alright. We
Unless-
unlocked time trial mode, which I'll get to in a little bit. We unlocked all the secret courses. We unlocked the extra course for World 5, which I'll get to in a little bit. The Let's Play is not over, because we have additional levels to do, and I have some additional stuff I wish to show off in this part. We'll get to that in a little bit. For until then, credit sequence. Evil Pop-Tart, you have never played this game. Now you've seen basically the bulk of the whole game. I would like to know what you thought.
I will never play this game. Because I've just
Good.
watched it.
By the traditional definition of Let's Play, I played this game so you don't have to.
Exactly! I've technically played this game too, but through YouTube.
Alright, do you have anything else to elaborate on that, or do you just don't have any words for what you saw?
I guess it was fun for what it was. I mean, it's a Mario title, but considering I never played the first one and this one, I would probably get bored really quick. It wouldn't be a game for me. But that's my personal opinion.
Okay. I still really enjoy this game despite me... I've realized I've complained a whole lot throughout this entire Let's Play. The fact of the matter is I still enjoy this game. It's by no means spectacular. It's by no means a 5-star game. It's probably closer to a 4-star or 3-star game, but enjoyable nonetheless. Basically, I'll just reiterate what I said at the beginning. This game's enjoyable. No, it's not the greatest sequel to Yoshi's Island, but it's a good one. If you enjoyed the original Yoshi's Island, definitely this is a game to check out. If not, then, well, go by the traditional definition of Let's Play. I played it so you don't have to.
I would give it a roughly 3 stars as well. I wouldn't give it any more, though.
But yeah, see, they returned to their homes. Mario and Luigi go to a mushroom home, Peach goes to a castle home, and Donkey Kong goes into a tree home. Look at that.
Nice.
Oh, look where Baby Wario ends up.
Oh, yeah, he winds up in Bowser's treasure. Why is there a monkey at the bottom of that?
That was the treasure Baby Bowser was talking about. I don't know why a monkey is there. Maybe he found the treasure first, was really happy, and then was sleeping. I don't know how he could sleep through Baby Wario.
Well, now I know how Wario got rich.
Many years later, Wario creates a company dedicated to microgames.
Exactly.
And it serves to...
Okay, so one question. If we did this whole time travel thing, why didn't the Big Bowser get sucked back in his own time and Baby Bowser's still here?
That is never explained. That's exactly why I mentioned I really don't care too much for the story of this game. Because it's a time travel gimmick that isn't elaborated on, and it's just used for the sake of having a different final boss. Really?
Well, I mean, that maybe makes you think. Maybe that it wasn't time travel, and that is Bowser's son, and then they just said, well, screw it. It's how are we going to get this to fit in that he's a baby, and...
Like, instead of the time travel gimmick, they originally had a story that Bowser actually had a father, but then Tim says, no, we are not going to let you introduce a new character. Do a time travel thing instead.
I would agree with that. Oh, look, they're yelling at each other now.
That actually makes a lot of sense. That'd be funny in that board meeting in R2 and Nintendo. No, you are not allowed to introduce a new character, Bowser's father. Use a time travel gimmick instead. It actually makes a lot of sense.
Well, that's what I think I see here, because it reminds me of Mario Party, so...
It actually makes a lot of sense. If you actually paid attention to the story, you may remember Bowser was trying to get all these star shines. And you'll notice that each baby has a star shine. Even Baby Bowser has a star shine. Isn't that nice?
Aw, they're so cute.
Mm-hmm. Once again, also, if you paid attention to the story, you may remember the story said there were 7 of them. But there was only 6 babies.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Where's my black Yoshi you promised me?
Don't kill the moment.
Oh, is that what's coming up? Where's the black Yoshi? I want to see the black Yoshi. Okay, well, anyway, you have me curious.
Alright. There's your answer.
I don't have an answer. All I see is a cracked egg. Okay, there's a green Yoshi that just popped out of there, and he has a baby star.
Aww.
Oh. Except... I don't understand. We were on a green Yoshi. How did the green Yoshi have a baby? They're dinosaurs.
It's best not to ask questions like that. The game restarts after you beat the game and is now considered a complete. So let's check out some of these extras. So, I already went into options. There's a time trial and mini-games. Why don't we check out mini-games first? We can. This is what the character coins unlock. Different mini-games. Why don't we check out my favorite minigame? Not really, but it's actually, there's a reason why I chose this one.
Oh, god damn it! It's the friggin' pink balloons!
This is the pink balloon minigame on hard mode.
On a time trial.
Yes.
Wow, this is really hard.
Yes, you're able to play through all the minigames, and now each minigame has a hard mode. This is the only one I play, actually, because there really isn't too much interesting to going on here. This is what the character coins give you.
Okay, so maybe it is a little bit harder if you bounce off. Oh, you gotta get the time. What are you doing? You didn't get the time.
It's only a second.
Every second counts, right? Goddamn pink balls. Stop smiling at me! You're not allowed to smile at me.
They're shiny.
They're evil. Uh-oh. Kinda stuck. You're gonna run out of time. Oh, that was close.
I made it. You're probably able to pretty easily beat my time if you actually tried at the bouncy maze. I don't feel like trying any of these other minigames before. There really isn't too much different with the hard modes.
Because they
suck. Not gonna go ahead and go into time trial mode. And basically, what you need to know about time trial is it allows you to play through the levels, but you're on a timer now. that's really it. This game isn't really well suited to speed running, honestly.
It's
And if
kind
you
of
look at
pointless.
tool-assisted speedruns of Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Island DS, you'll understand why.
Because it's pointless.
But if the one thing I haven't shown off yet is the museum.
Oh.
So why don't we give a little introduction to the museum here. The museum is an area where you're able to look at all the enemies you have defeated. It's a really nice idea and concept, and I like that they included it. There are some improvements I wish they would have taken to the museum, which I'll get to in a little bit. What you need to know is, if you look up to the top screen, you'll notice that I don't have every enemy, even though I've gone through the entire game. You might be wondering, okay, why is that, Miles Luigi? Well, for an enemy to appear in the museum, you have to hit that enemy with an egg. Cue me loading up a Game FAQs article on where every enemy is, and having to go through many stages hitting enemies with eggs. Because, you know, I eat enemies, I don't hit them with eggs. So now I have to go through a bunch of levels hitting enemies with eggs now.
Are you kidding me?
I would like to point out that this is 64 times fast forward, and the ultimate length of this recorded footage is like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh my god. No. I would just say, fuck it, I don't care. I beat the game, I'm done. Moving on. God damn
Here's
you
the
and
thing
your
I have to say about
thinking.
Here's the one thing I have to say about that Game FAQs article right now is that it recommends a ton of later game levels and secret levels, which I, of course, decided to plop into one of the secret levels trying to figure out what in the world enemy it was talking about, and then remembering, oh, that enemy appears in an earlier level. I hate the fact that it recommends nothing but the later levels in the game, because the earlier levels are shorter, quicker, and easier. Shorter, quicker, and easier is better.
You and your masochistic nature. I
So
shake
here's-
my fist at you.
So here's what I can tell you. You can get every enemy except one from all the regular levels in the game. And I'll point out the one enemy you can't get when that moment comes, but you're able to all but one complete the museum from normal levels.
That's not too bad, I guess. But...
It's not too bad. Let's see here, what was my second hint? In a little bit, on the super duper 64 times fast forward, you'll see me entering 5-8 because I'm a klutz. You don't need to enter 5-8 either for any individual enemies. I did because I forgot exactly where that enemy appeared in this Game FAQs guide. Recommended something like Extra 3, and I didn't feel like going to any of the secret or extra levels yet. That'll be next time.
That would be a good time to go get your favorite snack.
Yeah, here's where I enter in 5-8 because I'm an idiot. I think it was because of the Skeleton Goonies, and pro tip, Skeleton Goonies appear in 5-5 and 5-6, but because you never ever want to ever enter 5-5, I should have entered 5-6 instead of 5-8. Just remember, this took me 2 hours and 40 minutes.
And we're watching it in a matter of 5 minutes. Yeah, you just basically wasted 2 hours of your life you're never going to get back just trying to fill up a museum in a game. I hope you know. It's not right.
I realize that.
Because, like I said, I'm done! I beat this game! It gets thrown in a corner on a shelf and go, F you, game, I beat you! Although there are some people that have to get 100%, so I do that too sometimes, so I'm guilty as charged, but sometimes.
Okay. So, we're back to our main game, and I decided to leave it on the menu a little bit because I decided to listen to the menu theme for a little bit. That's before once you get to 5-8, you get the final menu theme, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, one really long segment later, we are now going to view the museum with every enemy except one.
Which one are we missing?
We'll get to it when we get to it.
But you've been in every level, I don't understand. You must tell me.
The enemy only appears in 2 levels, and I believe one of them is Secret 2, and I forgot the other one.
Aww.
So he only appears in the additional levels. But since we are focusing on the enemies, I decided to first off put the focus screen on the enemies, and second off, for anyone out there, first off, read the Game FAQs article, then curse at it for only recommending later levels in the game, then look at Miles Luigi's video of what the museum looks like when you have it all filled out. This is the enemy you failed to hit with an egg. So, while we're looking at this, why don't I discuss what I like about the museum, what I don't like about the museum. The museum kind of gives like a, you know how some games like Super Mario 64 have like a hub you can play around in, and even though it absolutely amounts to nothing to complete in the game other than talking to Toads and the rabbits in that hub, just jumping around the castle was a fun thing to do, and this museum kind of offers that fun area to just run around and fits around. I personally wish they would have expanded it on this idea a little bit more, not just include a museum, but include a place where you could jump around, flutter, and do stuff like that.
I was gonna say, is our bulls on here? Hey, look, the bulls!
The second thing I wish they would have done is they would have made it more clear what the enemy names are. Right now, if you want to figure out what enemies' names are, it basically have to look up on Mario Wiki. Maybe their names are in the instruction booklet, but like right now we're looking at bandits. I could tell you those are bandits, but then we come to the baseball guys, and chances are Mario Wiki actually calls them baseball guys, but the fact of the matter is I only know about like half the enemies' names in this game because it's never mentioned anywhere, and I have to look with the Mario Wiki to figure out what their names are.
Yeah, that's one thing I do like about Kirby, is after you beat the game, it tells you the names of all the enemies that you just killed.
Oh, that would actually be really nice, just a little pop-up in the corner. But I believe nowhere in the game does it actually allude to that these monsters here are called Ents. Matter of fact, I don't think I would actually know that these guys would be called Ents unless I looked up on the Mario Wiki. And if this museum include enemy names, I would actually be significantly happier. I mean, it's a museum. We're looking at enemies. Why not include the enemy names?
I agree.
Like those gumdrop guys are probably called Spitball Harrys or something like that in the Mario Wiki.
Indigestion guys.
There's a couple of different areas in the museum, obviously, representing different environments. Although I don't exactly remember ever seeing sniffets underground. I remember seeing them in caves like this. Let's move on to the next area, shall we?
Let's.
This is my favorite area. It's the Shy Guy exhibit.
Ooh, let's see what the different Shy Guys are. Got the ones with the parasols.
Yep, parasols.
Got the bouncy ones that are on crack.
Duck Duck Goose.
Duck Duck Goose, yeah, the Duck Duck Goose ones. Oh, the Stilt Guys.
Shy Guys on stilts. Shy Guys on stacks. Shy Guys. I guess these would be Spy Guys.
Spy Guys in the bushes. Pedo Bear Guys.
Tribal Shy Guys, more Tribal Shy Guys, and Fat Guys.
Alright, Fat Guy. Okay.
Best exhibit in the museum. So, now we're going to come up to one point about the museum that's... the game tells you, is that this area isn't completely educational, so don't be scared. And what that functionally means is you can't get hurt here.
But you couldn't get hurt in the other ones anyway.
That's true. You'll notice that I decided to just stand here, and a bunch of chairs and boos come after Yoshi. A ton of them hit him, but it does nothing.
Oh god, run!
Let me just say it's really dumb that I have to throw an egg at a chair to get it in the museum.
I would agree.
Oh man.
So much for a museum. It's more like a zoo.
That's actually probably a better word for this entire area, is like the Yoshi's Island Zoo.
But I guess stuff is in a museum to be displayed. But it's a zoo because they're living creatures. They're not wax mannequins or fake things.
There needs to be more information here for it to actually be a museum, or like enemy names. Like, I have no idea what the hell those things are called.
I don't want to know what those are called. Whoa! Hate those things.
So, yeah, in a normal world, we ground pound, and those little pellet things would hurt us, but once again, we're in the museum. In a normal world, we'd be snapped and eaten, but not in the museum. But by the way, I just got to tell you, if you are playing Yoshi's Island DS and you look at the game FAQs article and you see it says the enemy only appears in like Secret 2 or Extra 4 or something dumb like that, maybe I can help you with that.
Oh,
maybe.
I'm sorry.
If you make a comment in the comment section below, like, where the frick is this enemy? I'd prefer it if you were a little bit more polite than that, but if you ask, where is this enemy? I don't want to go into one of the secret or extra levels. I can help you because as before, every enemy except one appears outside the secret and extra levels.
When are you gonna tell us the secret enemy? I'm dying to know.
We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
Wake me up when we get there. Okay, Daddy.
You're just like a child at a museum, aren't you?
Yes, I'm like a child. I want to go see the tigers.
And we have to see all the little crap first.
No, that's why they put all the little crap in the front. And then when you get there, back by the tigers, they're not doing anything, and then you're all pissed off because they're like not out, or they're not doing anything, or they're being fed, and yeah.
Well, don't feed the trolls. Feed the lions, but don't feed the trolls.
Oh yeah, I feed the lions, the trolls.
Excellent. So, the final exhibit here is the large enemy exhibit, and inside the large enemy exhibit is like a throwaway song that they made and didn't put anywhere else in the game for some reason.
We ran out of songs. Just make something up in a mid-eye thing and put it in the game.
A MIDI synthesizer. But here's the funny thing, to get these giant enemies in captivity, you basically have to throw an egg at the giant things. So for example, that giant tap-tap ball, I had to throw an egg at the giant tap-tap ball to get him to appear here in the museum.
Even though it doesn't do anything?
It does not do anything but make him appear in the museum.
Nice.
It's kind of silly.
I would agree.
But we're about to come up on my two favorite exhibits.
Oh.
First one being this exhibit,
Oh.
where chain chomps fall indefinitely in that hole.
Yes.
And now an even better exhibit.
Ooh.
This chain chomp runs into a wall indefinitely.
Nice.
I want this as a screensaver.
Or as an animated GIF. Go, people of YouTube.
Or as an animated GIF. Oh god. Either one of those would work, because I could watch this for an hour and be happy. I can't believe I left that so quickly. So you're dying to see the enemy we're missing?
Yes, what are we missing?
We're missing this enemy.
What enemy? I see no enemy. Wait, which one?
If you are missing an enemy, he does not appear in the museum. Actually, but that is the museum. Nice little additional extra. Nothing too spectacular though, so...
Which enemy are we missing?
Attention. We'll find him in the secret and extra levels. So next time on Let's Play Yoshi's Island DS, you asked for a black Yoshi. Black Yoshis appear in all secret levels. You asked for a white Yoshi. White Yoshis appear in all extra levels. And we will be doing those next time.
Yay! We get to be racist.
Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh, I forgot I included this. Holy crap. So you remember this guy giving me so much trouble before? I decided to play around with his rubber band AI and beat him without using the run button.
So you just hover above his head?
Yeah, you hover above his head and he slows down because he has rubber band AI. See?
Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Slower noms. Nom 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 nom. Oh. Broke his teeth.
And here's me getting him in the museum. Even though my eggs pass right through him, that's what you gotta do.
Oh.
But that's it. See me next time for additional levels in Yoshi's Island DS. This has been Miles Luigi.
And the evil Pop-Tart.